Hello my gamers and tax evaders alike, Jake here, and you may have noticed that my video from yesterday absolutely popped off. I wasn't expecting it. I don't think anybody was really expecting it. Now, just for context, when I uploaded this video, it was doing pretty well. Just, you know, kind of normal. Like, it was 4 out of 10, you know, in my top 10 most recent videos as far as views go. It was doing okay. And so I went and I played some No Man's Sky, and I came back like 30 minutes later, 40 minutes later, and I'm like, holy shit, it had jumped up to like 2 out of 10, and then 1 out of 10. I'm like, what the fuck? YouTube's algorithm is caught on. They finally realized I'm making some quality fucking shit here. It's clicked. It's clicked to them. And so I go and I look at Twitter on my other tab, and I see that I've got some notifications. And then I look over at that, and somebody has, you know, added me in a thread. So I go to that thread, and what do I see but my video, my thumbnail posted on the Twitter account, shit, what's it called? Images that make you feel pain. Now, if any of you have used Twitter to any extent, you probably have seen this account. It's really big. It's a really popular account, and it gets tons and tons of likes and retweets. I'm seeing the account popping up in my feed fucking constantly. I saw it popping up in my feed so much that I didn't realize I wasn't following it. I was like, oh my god, how did I not see this pop up for me? And I look, and I'm like, I'm not even following them. That's just how often people are putting it into my feed. This is an account with 501,000 followers. So people were seeing that thumbnail and then going to my YouTube account from Twitter and being like, oh, he wasn't actually judging people by their race. He wasn't actually doing a tier list of human races. Because obviously, I mean, I don't even understand where people were getting that from. All I said was race tier list, you know? It was clearly, that, you know, it was pretty obvious I was going to be talking about, like, the Tour de France or whatever the fuck else it might be. You know, I mean, that's what I would assume. But while I'm making this video, it's the night before I'm going to be uploading it. It's sitting at 22,000 likes on Twitter, which is fucking outrageous. And the video itself is a little bit less than 3,000 views, which is the best that one of my videos has done in a little while. And I actually gained some subs from it, so if you're a new subscriber that came over here from Twitter, or you got recommended the video, welcome. You are officially a tax evader. I'm gonna need to see your IRS reports. I'm gonna need your social security number and your mother's maiden name. That's just trust me. Trust me, this isn't a cult, I just need that information. Yeah, I don't have a ton to say about this, I just thought that it was fucking hilarious, and I wasn't expecting it. Now, of course, there were a couple of people that were taking me at my word and assuming that my video wasn't satirical. Let's take a look at some of those. A lot of people in the thread were actually, they'd caught on to the joke. They were two steps ahead of me, and they were tweeting about races, like Formula 1 and shit like that. But I also think these people were, like, 2 steps ahead of me, but 3 steps behind me, because I think some of them took me serious and thought that I actually did a human race tier list, but they were joking around. So it's like one of those things where they think that they're playing 5D chess, but they're actually playing one-dimensional chess. Somebody said, and I lost that spark of light in humanity. The hell, man, I just wanted to rank like the Boston Marathon and Tour de France. What's wrong with that? I don't see an issue. Someone actually sat down, took time out of their day and made that video? Yeah, sadly I did, and you know what? I'm better for it. I'm better for it. I really just needed to get my opinions on races out, you know? I needed that to be out there and people to understand. The Tour de France is a great race, and everybody should know that. This guy says, post real pain, and then he replies, this is real pain. Oh, Nelly. It's not. I don't understand what's painful about that, man. It's confusing. But anyway, shoutouts to the people in the Twitter thread that actually went out of their way to post the video so people could actually see it and realize that I'm not actually a racist. I appreciate that. That was very kind of you. And shout out to Images That Make You Feel Pain for putting this. Like I said, I've seen this account so many times, so it's trippy as fuck to have been myself featured on it. It's a really, really interesting experience. And you know what? It worked out for me. And again, if you guys aren't aware, I don't make any money off of YouTube because I currently have a strike. So it's not. I'm just happy. I'm just happy to get featured, man. I feel famous. I feel famous, man. Anyway, this is probably going to be my last video ever. Giving it some thought. So, well, if that's the case, I'll be seeing you all in hell. Good night.